Hi Stampers, Donna Gray here, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Australia, New South Wales, Australia, the Northern Rivers area. Exciting times today. We actually have our catalogue launches today from the 1st of September right through to the 3rd of January. It's our holiday catalogue. Lots and lots of beautiful things in this catalogue. So today I actually thought I would make a card out of one of these stamp sets and Thinlet sets in the catalogue because it's so exciting. I know it's Christmas, it's not Christmas yet, but I mean it's Christmas things. We've got to start getting organised to get our Christmas cards and things organised. So I thought today I would actually do a really nice Christmas card, okay, using the Star of Light stamp set and the Starlight Thinlet set. You can buy these in a bundle, and very, very nice stamp set and Thinlet set. Okay, so here we go. Okay, just refreshing, our holiday catalogue goes live today, 1st of September, right through to the 3rd of January 2017. Lots and lots of beautiful Christmas gift ideas and card ideas in this catalogue. Absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to share what we can do out of this catalogue. There's many things on my wish list. It's way too long. Anyway, so today we're actually going to do, as I showed you, this card, okay, using the Star of Light stamp set and the Starlight Thinlet dies. You can buy this in a bundle to save 10%. It's on page 9 of our catalogue. If I can show you there. Okay, page 9. Okay, as you can see in this, we can bundle and save 10%. Only way to go if you're anything like me, love stamping but love the Thinlets to be able to cut out the shapes that we've stamped, which makes it so much easier. I'm not into fussy cutting whatsoever. I do fussy cut every now and then, but not often. So as you can see, lots and lots of beautiful. Here's the Thinlet set, if you can see that. The Starlight Thinlets, lots of beautiful stars, beautiful stars that look like snowflakes. In the stamp set, lots and lots of beautiful sayings. Merry Christmas, the light the shepherds saw that night that lit the way for them still guides the hearts of all who seek the child of Bethlehem. Beautiful sayings. A little Christmas spirit brightens all the world. What have we got? Guide us to thy perfect light, became the light of the world. May your season be peaceful, your new year be bright and shine. Guide us to thy perfect light, the light of heaven. Star of wonder, star of night. Beautiful, beautiful. And this is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. When I was embossing that today on this card, I was like, wow, that is beautiful. Lots of nice little stars, little glow lines to go around our stars. Lots and lots of ideas could come from this stamp set and Thinlet set. Okay, I will put the bundle number down in the information box down below my YouTube video where it says more. You can click on that. You will find my link to my website. If you wanted to buy online, you can buy online, purchase straight away, get sent straight to you. Very easy to purchase. I would love to do business with you. Okay, to get this card started, first of all, what we need is, I'll just show you what items we're going to be using. Okay, so we need cardstock. The base of our card is, I've done in Whisper White, 5 3/4 inches by 11.5 inches. Okay, I've got a piece of gold foil card, 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. That's for the backing of the front. I've got 2 pieces of cherry cobbler, 5 inches by 5 inches. One is for your front layering section, the other is for the inside. A piece of Whisper White again, that's for our inside, 4 1/2 by 4 1/2. A 2 by 2 inch piece of Whisper White, which is for this in our star. You need a piece of cherry cobbler again, 2 3/4 by 3 inches. That's for the nice snowflake part of our star. And we also need a piece of gold, which you could actually take it out of the inside of this gold foil because you won't see it behind if you wanted to save. 3 inches by 3.5 inches, that cuts our large star and our small star. Okay, we will also be using in this, we'll have our snail, we'll also have our Stampin' Scrub Buddy and Stamp Mist that I use to keep cleaning my items. We will be using some VersaMark to do our embossing and some gold embossing powder. We will be needing, of course, the Starlight Thinlet set and the Star of Light stamp set. As you can see in this Thinlet set, there is so many different Thinlets that you can use. You've got a big full star, you've got some nice little snowflake ones. This one here, you can do a full star, but you can actually put that inside it and it will make a pattern star. This one here's got a lovely embossing feature on it with spots and the lines from the center, 2 little stars, so lots and lots of ideas there. And as I said before, stamp set, lots and lots of stamps in that stamp set. Okay, I think that's all we'll be needing. Oh, we will also be needing our brush and foam tool. That's to get our nice little Thinlets out. You run it over and it gets all the pieces out, takes the cardstock out of your Thinlets really, really easy. And because these are such detailed dies, this little tool comes in handy. Okay, let's get started. Okay, first of all, with our Whisper White piece, 5 3/4 by 11.5, we're going to fold that in half. That's going to be the base of our card. Okay. You can also use your bone folder to give you a nice crease, but that's the base of our card. Okay, so now on one of our pieces of 5 inches by 5 inches of cherry cobbler, we're going to start with doing our embossing. Now the first thing that I always do when I'm going to emboss is use our little embossing buddy. As you know, we can have oil on our fingers, on our hands. The embossing buddy just stops our embossing powder from sticking to anything that we don't want it to stick to. It will just stick to our image that we stamp. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is with this beautiful spray of sparkles, I would say you could call it. We're going to do this piece up through here. So with our VersaMark, because it is such a large stamp, I like to turn the VersaMark over to make sure that I get all areas of that. Okay, so now with that, I've just gone up the side of our card like so. You can do all this embossing all in one go because we're doing it all in gold, so it's much easier to do it all in one go. Okay. Now I'm going to do May your season be peaceful, your new year be bright, our saying. Once again, using the VersaMark upside down on the stamp makes it a lot easier. Line it up. Get it around the right way could help. Otherwise my saying was going to be upside down. Okay, and that. Not sure if it comes up on camera that you can see the embossing that I'm doing. Now with the 3 little stars, just going to put a few little stars all over the place just to make a bit of a background. I wasn't going to do this, but then when I first did it, I was like, oh, it's a little bit too plain in the background without that. So I thought just the little stars just adds a little bit of interest for the background. Okay, so now we're going to get a bit of scrap paper and our embossing powder under our card, gold embossing powder, sprinkle all over. And as you will see, the embossing powder, if you haven't embossed before, the embossing powder sticks to our VersaMark ink that we've just stamped with. And when you use the heat tool, it's amazing to see it appear and go a beautiful, nice gold colour. So we shake it off. As you will see, our embossing powder has stuck to our images that we've stamped. Pop this embossing powder back into the container. Carefully. Now the idea is to really make sure you wipe away all the embossing powder, otherwise sometimes it can get stuck to the back of your card, which is not very flattering when you turn it over and it's got all these little specks on it. Okay, with our heat tool, we're now going to emboss. Once it starts to heat up, you will find there it starts to go. It's going nice and gold, nice and shiny. Just remember, if you don't quite heat your embossing powder properly, you can go back and have another go. It will work. Sometimes I've even gone back a day later and reheated again, as I've found one little spot that hasn't been heated properly. Got to be careful not to overheat too much. Wait until you see this spray appear. It's gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so that's our embossing done for our front piece. Okay. Now, we can layer that up on our piece of gold, 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. As I said, you can actually, with a square framelit, you could cut out in the middle of this and use it to cut your star out if you wanted to be economical. I do normally do that, I just didn't do it for this video. Okay, line it up, sorry, I'll get into the camera there a bit better. Getting a nice even edge all the way around. Okay. And we can now layer that up onto the front of our card. As you can see, this comes together quite quickly once you have everything cut to size and ready to go. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is cut out our framelits, and I will just show you quickly how you can line them up. On my piece of gold, I actually had enough room that I could put this one on like so, and the little star, I had enough room to just cut him out into there. Okay, so we'll take that over to our big shot and run it through. Okay, and you end up with this one and this one. And now with our cherry cobbler piece, the 2 3/4 by 3 inch piece, we're going to do this thinlet and that way. We'll do that on the big shot machine. And that's it there. And with our whisper white piece that is 2 inches by 2 inches, we're going to do our other little snowflake that down like that and run that through the big shot machine. Okay. And there it is there. Okay, now we can build our star for the front of our card. Okay, so just with the snail, I've just in the middle of the gold star, I've just put a little bit of snail just in the middle, and I've stuck the cherry cobbler snowflake one on in the middle, and then a little bit more snail, and the white one way. As you'll see when you get these, if you decide to buy these, there is a longer part of the star compared to the other one. And now a little bit of snail again for the little gold bit in there. Okay. And I've just finished mine off with a rhinestone in the middle. Okay. So now sorry, I've just lost my, oh, there they are right beside me. My dimensionals. Just pop one on the back, like so. Take the tape off. And we pop our star on just there. Okay. So that's the front of our card done. Now for the inside, we've got our 5 inches by 5 inch piece of cherry cobbler, and we've got our Whisper White 4.5 by 4.5 inches. Now for the inside, we're going to do a little bit more embossing again, and this time we're going to use our embossing buddy again on our white piece, our Whisper White piece. Go over. Okay. And with our VersaMark ink again, we're going to use the big snowflake stamp. And as I said, I like to do the VersaMark upside down on the stamp to make sure you get it exactly where you want it. Okay, so up in the corner, I did it at a little bit of an angle. Need a bit of scratch paper back under me again. Okay, actually might try this one a little bit straight and see if it looks better. There. And also with our little stars, I just did a few little stars. So, and then with our gold embossing powder again, sprinkle that over. Shake that off, and you can see on this Whisper White, oh, there's a couple of pieces there that left a few marks. Stars there, didn't get enough. Okay, so just clean it up a little bit if there's any extra pieces that you don't want, because when you emboss they will definitely come out on your cardstock if there's tiny little bits that are still stuck where you don't want it to be. The embossing buddy sort of stops this from happening quite a bit, but sometimes it just happens. And if you do anything like that, you need to try and get it off beforehand before you use the heat tool, because once you've used the heat tool, it's on there for good. Okay, so hit it with our heat gun again. As you'll see, it will appear once the heat gun gets hot enough. The gold starts to appear. These stamp sets are absolutely beautiful. You'll be able to make some really nice Christmas cards with these stamps and dies. And the beauty of the cardstock, Stampin' Up's cardstock, even though you've heat embossed later on, it actually relaxes again. Sometimes it can warp and you can think, oh my God, it's going to warp and it's going to stay that way, but you'll find after it cools back down, it tends to relax out again. Okay, so now I'm going to use my cherry cobbler stamp pad. and stamp my sentiment, "A little Christmas spirit brightens all the world." So into the stamp pad, and line it up. Just there. Very nice. Okay, clean my stamp with my stamp scrub again. Lovely way to keep your stamps nice and clean. I will leave that in the items box down below. I'll leave a list of all the products that you need to make this card in the information box down below, down in the bottom where it says more. If you look up down there, I'll have the link to my online store. I'll also have all the item numbers. And please, if you don't have a holiday catalogue and you would like one, please email me. I will leave my email address in that bottom panel as well. If you'd like to email me and give me your address, and I'd be happy to send you out a catalogue. And I'd be happy, if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, to be able to do some business with you. As you will see in this catalogue, there's lots and lots of fun things to see. Now with your snail again, we're going to put some snail on the back and bring our card back over and inside. Get it up the right way, check that it's the right way, yep. And even edges all the way around. And there you have it. Number 2, Christmas card. So, very easy Christmas card, and as you'll see, I'm sure lots of your close friends would love to receive a Christmas card like that in the mail at Christmas time. I know it's early, but we do have to get our skates on, because I'm sure if it's anything like me, I have lots of Christmas cards that I have to make to send out to all my friends. So please be kind enough to like my video, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. I'm also a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales. If you would like to buy any of the Stampin' Up! Products that I've used in this project, or any of my other videos, please feel free to go to my online store, which I've left the link down the bottom underneath in the more section. Down the bottom, you'll find that if you click on that, all the information will come up. So all item numbers, websites, everything. So please stay tuned, and I will be bringing you more of these new exciting things out of our holiday catalogue that has gone live today. From today, 1st of September, right through to January 3rd, 2017, these items will be available. Okay, thank you for watching. Until next time, stay tuned.